This is Dr. Sheila Tikku speaking for class 3rd year. Crystal field splitting in tetrahedral complexes. Again imagine a metal ion at origin with halogens on the corners of the cube. The four ligands may be represented as the figure below. In an isolated ion, the energy of all the 5d orbitals will be equal. Then when the ligand approaches in the tetrahedral complex, the ligand approaches in between the axes, and due to this the orbital dxy, dyz and dxz enjoy repulsion, and due to repulsion the energy of these orbitals get increased and the energy of the two Eg orbitals comes down. Thus dx square dash y square and dz square orbitals will be far from the ligand. The lobes at dxy orbital are directed towards the ligand. The center of the edges of the lobes consequently have triply degenerate system of the Eg orbitals, and there will be no unstable orbital. For such type of energy difference, the energy difference delta is equivalent to 0.4, and this delta T, that is the energy for tetrahedral complex, is equivalent to 4 by 9 delta O, that is the energy of octahedral complex. When the energy of tetrahedral complex is low, then the splitting is also low, and due to this low splitting the ligands can easily jump from one orbital to another. And the reason lying behind this, that we don't need empty d orbital, we need sp3 orbitals which make a tetrahedral complex. Now we are going to discuss about crystal field stabilization energy in tetrahedral complexes. For D1 system, the one electron will go in the Eg orbital and the T2G orbital will be empty. So 0.6 into 1, that is again 0.6, because we have one unpaired electron. This is multiplied by 0.6. In the D2 system, we will multiply 2 into 0.6. In the D3 system, 2 electrons unpaired will go in the Eg system, and the third electron which is unpaired will go into the T2G system. So we will have 2 into 0.6 minus 0.4, because the number of electrons in the T2G system will be multiplied by 0.4. Thus, when we come to the D5 system, in which all the electrons are unpaired and they are on one platform, thus the energy comes out to be 0 and the compound will be stable. The same will be the case with D10 system, in which all the electrons are paired and due to pairing, the crystal field stabilization energy comes out to be 0. Magnetic properties. Magnetic properties in tetrahedral complexes can be predicted the way we have done for octahedral complexes. That means the magnetic properties are concerned with the color of the complexes. D1 to D2 configuration, we have unpaired electrons and we have weak field and strong field complexes. In the configuration of D4, D5 and D6, D4, D5 and D6, we have two types of complexes. Some may be weak field and some may be strong field. The weak field complexes are not colored, and the strong field complexes are colored due to pairing and unpairing of electrons. The last but not the least point is both the strong field and weak field type of complexes are theoretically directed, and due to this theoretical direction we have delta T, and delta T is less than delta O, which is the CFSE of octahedral complexes. As the configuration increases and there is pairing of electrons in the complexes, due to the pairing of electrons, the color of the complexes decreases time by time, and this time is noted very well.